My name is Kyle Roderick Ridley, and I just committed arson, and I'm now on my way to larceny. It is Rose-Colored Classist, episode 29. It is so bad out here. It is so bad. I'm in L.A. I'm in the only safe place in Los Angeles right now, on top of Griffith Park, looking down on my sweet, sweet city, just hot. Yeah, sorry about the sign the other night. I was just trying to light a J. We're in trouble. It's so hot. It's so bad. It's as bad as it gets, really. Gosh, way too many fires right now. Way too many fires, and only 3 people called to check on me. I feel like I should at least have as many people checking on me as there are fires in this town. It would make me feel a lot better about the situation. It's a little burning. Everything's burning. It's real dumb. But I'm a California boy, so we'll talk about it. We'll get into it. But first, let's just watch a bit, huh?
Think for a moment about the concept of the flamethrower. Okay? The flamethrower, because we have them. Well, we don't have them. The Army has them. That's right. We don't have any flamethrowers. I'd say we're fucked if we have to go up against the Army, wouldn't you? But we have flamethrowers, and what this indicates to me, it means that at some point, some person said to himself, gee, I sure would like to set those people on fire over there, but I'm way too far away to get the job done. If only I had something that would throw flame on them. Well, it might have ended right there, but he mentioned it to his friend who was good with tools. And about a month later, he was back. Hey, quite a concept. And, of course, the Army heard about it, and they came around. We'd like to buy about 500,000 of them, please. We have some people we'd like to throw flame on. Give us 500,000 and paint them dark brown. We don't want anyone to see them.
George Carlin, everybody, illustrating the deep human desire for arson. Yes, every fire in Los Angeles right now was started by somebody, all right? Everything that happens on planet Earth in 2025 is a human being's fault, okay? If you don't recognize that, you don't understand. And arson, of course, everybody, look, it's people like fire. You don't believe that people would start fires for fun? I mean, I know a lot of arsonists, and most of them are in it for cheap thrills. And these fires right now, they're pretty expensive thrills, right? Just billions of dollars in damages. Which makes you believe that the arsonists were paid by very rich people. Blackrock started all these fires. They're trying to take the property. They're trying to destroy these little millionaires, the only opposition that they have left, okay? They're trying to destroy these tens of millionaires, these hundreds of millionaires, and they're going to buy up everything that's left. They're going to do it. Watch. Calling it right here. Doing it. Yeah, man, it is obvious who benefits from these fires. It's not me. Definitely not the looters. I mean, come on. What's left in these houses? You take a TV from a house that's on fire? It's not enough. Where's the real incentives? The real incentives is that most of these people bought these houses on the cheap. In the Palisades, they bought them on the cheap in the 80s. And they grew their wealth. They held on to it. They grew their wealth through property. And then one day, their house, they looked at numbers. 4.6 million? What? 4.6 million? Wow, that's incredible. I gotta do something about that. What should I do? Oh, it's on fire. Fuck. God. Yeah, and Vanguard, I don't know if you know this, but they're gonna buy everything. They're gonna buy the property. They're gonna buy the rebuilding rights. They're gonna sell. We're going to get wrecked out here. I mean, honestly, that's kind of the only thing left to happen in California, right? There are a bunch of rich people in California, but there's a difference between our regular rich people and the big conglomerate, the big bills, the big billionaires, and they want this. This is the property, okay? And if it wasn't Blackrock, it was probably the Saudis. I mean, the Saudis already own Beverly Hills. You don't think they want the Palisades too? How do you get it? Gotta set it on fire. Only way out. Or in. Really. Yeah, and George Carlin, that's the eternal classist. Always and then linking it to the military. And yeah, I guess the military, yeah, they're not looking good with these little terrorist attacks that happened recently. But otherwise, I mean, they're fine, right? They didn't do this. We don't even have the military in California. We're too woke for that. At least not in those areas, right? Oh man, what a political firestorm. Okay, that's not a funny joke, but I did write it down and I did plan to say it, so there's that. Yeah, man, it's a joke. It's as bad as it could possibly be out here. And I grew up in California. I've grown up around fires and all kinds of nonsense. And this is the one, right? This is the one we've been waiting for, right? I heard, Ventura burned a little while ago. No one cared. Ventura, let it, yeah, whatever. Paris, California, where's that? Why would you name another place Paris? What is it? How does that even make sense? But here, the Palisades, Santa Monica, Altadena, the most beautiful, luxurious places that maybe a normal person could work to eventually afford. Rushed, burnt, toasted, sick as shit, dude. Some personal people I know have lost a lot. One of the strippers at the club I frequent lost her house, and I don't know how the stripper afforded the house, whether she was renting or not, but I believe that she owned it. She was great at her job, and it's just as fucked up as possible. I mean, look, if this is what we're talking about, the good working class people who've achieved, who've developed skills and talents, they're the ones getting punished right now. They're the ones getting hurt. Yeah, people, the tens of millionaire people who own houses on Malibu, a lot of those guys aren't even the people. They're not even, they're not even the people we hate. Yeah, maybe some CEO's house burned in these LA fires, maybe. But they have another one. And that's not fair, okay? If you're a CEO and your house burned down and you have another one, not punished enough. Not punished enough. These oh man, I'm in a lot of trouble right here. I mean, the smoke is affecting my cognitive ability. I feel so dumb. Yeah, I don't have any more N95 masks. Okay, I was made fun of for having them. I was made fun of brutally by my peers for having N95 masks, and now all of a sudden I'm looking pretty dumb. I always was saying, even in COVID, before I did a few podcast episodes. They're all deleted and hidden now. But yeah, maybe I should bring them back now that all the political nonsense is over with. Yeah, they're on my YouTube channel, just chilling in the archive. But what I was saying back then about these masks is that they don't work for COVID, but they work great for air particles. What about all the air particles? Who has any stockpiles of these N95s still? A bunch of people who wouldn't talk to me in the first place. Maybe they would agree with me on this billionaire stuff. Maybe that's how I bring up the conversation. I was like, hey, the billionaires are trying to take our nice people's property. You got an N95? And they go, this is, yeah. I don't really know how to address any of what you said, but yeah, here's the N95. Please don't talk to me. I could have used it for the brake dust. I'm dying. Yeah, and gosh, where are you supposed to go in this fucking hellhole? I can't even get out. I couldn't even get out of the city if I want. Couldn't even get out. Traffic. I mean, the traffic was insane anyway. But now the highways are on fire with people on it. No chance to leave. No chance. I gotta breathe in the dust. Ash. My God, my throat. Yeah, all the vapors right now are just falling on the street. The people who vape. Vapors, I mean, that's another word, but yeah, man, all these guys making the clouds in their BMWs. Can't even tell where the smoke starts and stops, baby. Was that me? Does this ash taste fruity to you? Yeah, man, it's brutal. I wouldn't wish this on anyone, but I mean, then again, right? Look, there's a lot to get to. A lot of people talking about a lot of particulars in this little fire issue. This fire sale going on in the property of California. It's looking tough. So let's let these let's see what do our politicians think about this? What about the guys in charge? Are we like a state with a government? I hear we're a state with a government, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Let's see if we have one.
Here. Is now the right time to have a special legislative session on allocating money to fight Trump in a way that you could already do without a special legislative session?
So I'm here to address these wildfires. This is a historic wildfire. This is a historic event. These wildfires, as I mentioned, are going to be quite possibly some of the worst wildfires and disasters in state and in national history.
While this wildfire is happening, and while people are trying to understand what's going on and are worried about disaster relief, worried about the ability to get homeowners insurance, your chamber gavelled into to prepare for Donald Trump in a way that you are already able to do without a special legislative session. So again, is now the right time for that?
So certainly our focus right now is Speaker Ashley. At this moment, my colleagues and I, we are acting with great urgency to ensure that we're providing much needed relief to Angelenos, to ensure that we understand what it's going to take for this region to recover. And to support those that have been most impacted by this disaster. The response from our first responders has been unprecedented. And they're doing all that they can to control and contain, again, these multiple fires. They're doing whatever they can to ensure that that they're keeping people safe now, and again, in anticipation and in preparation for recovery. And as a state, as a legislature, we will do everything we can to support that recovery.
Yes, thank you to our first responders. And now, can you spray those two with a hose? Really? Do we have any prisoners around to blow a fire extinguisher in their faces? Holy shit, reporter, let the guy cook. Let him cook. Let him say what he's gonna say, and let him just fucking rev up like a dirt bike. Yeah, watch him dirt bike around the ash storm. Holy shit, man, this is. Oh man, what are you talking about Trump for? Who's doing that? Why are we doing that, reporter? Yeah, make everything about Trump. This is what we need to do. Yep, take every little issue and make it about Trump. Everybody do it. Everybody now. Make your little issues about that fucking guy. Yeah, man, I don't know. Focusing on the important issues. That's what the reporters really try to get at, right? There's a lot more important issues than Donnie T. And what the state legislative little thing is going to do about them, right? Is that what the assembly does? What do those people do? Does anyone know what the state assembly does? He's not telling us. He's gonna support us. Thank you. How? What? Huh? What do we need? What do we need? Tell us. Holy shit! I mean, God. What? Someone tell me what the assembly does right now. Anybody? Hey dog, tell me. No? Nobody knows. Nobody knows what it's like to be a state assemblyman. Yeah, man. I'm sure it's whatever they're gonna do. I'm sure it's gonna be a local issue, right? Is Gavin there? Gavin, where are you? Gavin, help us. Gavin. Yeah, all Gavin needs to do is just smile at the fires, and they'll extinguish themselves. Okay, they'll get real wet. Yeah, take his fucking whatever product Gavin Newsom puts in his hair, he needs to put onto the fires. That'll solve everything. Just take his teeth whitener, mix it up with his hair gel, put it in a bunch of extinguishers. Maybe fill the fire hydrants with that, huh? Maybe fill the reservoirs with Gavin's hair dye, and this is a solution that we've all been looking for. Oh yeah, man. What are we doing with the government control, managing managers, little guys managing the managing, and bureaucratic nature of the issues? No one knows what these guys are doing. I mean, that's the thing. We don't know what they're doing, but they're telling us what we can't do. All right? Hey, let's be serious. A lot of these fires, a lot of these houses specifically, burning down. If we were allowed to assemble our own fire squads, own little fire teams, get a real volunteer group going, maybe these things wouldn't happen. But we're like disincentivized from participating in the system because all the control. Yeah, you can't just have a siren on your car. Illegal. Yeah, why don't I have a hose to adapt to the fire hydrant? It's illegal. Yeah, they're stopping us. They're stopping us from doing, the real ground floor work, okay? I mean, yes, the firefighters should be fighting fires, but at least, in a more profound way, right? Of course, saving people's houses is the number one priority, but, if we're not allowed to do it ourselves, this is a big issue. I mean, yeah, look at these guys. They're taking their kettles. They're taking their rice cookers and bailing them with water. What? Give these guys some real shit. Give them some shit. Come on, fire people, stack us up. They don't have the funding. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is a force of nature. I mean, if it is a force of nature, how much can you really do? I mean, California, should we even live anywhere? I mean, everything is so prone to disasters. The earthquakes, the fires. I mean, it's a hard life where things are going to go bad. But then again, it was probably the Jewish space laser that Blackrock owns that ignited all these things. The direct energy weapon in the Arctic misfired once again, and it's burning down the beach. Oh shit. Yeah, this is silly. I mean, it's just two morons just talking to each other for no particular purpose. This guy, he's making it available for questions and pivot to Trump, pivot to you're not doing enough. Yeah, no one's doing enough ever. But just because you're attacking that guy, he doesn't even know what to do about it. He's just too busy being defensive. Let me gather my thoughts. It sounds like he's doing my podcast with the stuttering, right? Should be embarrassed. He should be. Who is that guy? Is he he's the House of the State Assembly? Who? Yeah, we voted for these guys. Right? Did I? Nah, man, I didn't vote because I don't participate. I feel like this is the part about, at least, growing up in California with the California government. These people are just, they push you so fucking hard. You think they'd have a handle on everything. The way they ride our ass about every little fucking thing in this goddamn county, you'd hope they'd have it, a plan. Something together, something to say. Yeah, they tell us how to evacuate. Thank God, I could have figured that one out myself. Okay? Yeah, bring the stuff I care about. Put it in a bag. Yeah, I know how to leave. I know how to leave somewhere. It's one of the things I do best, actually. Give us warning. Yeah, I mean the alert system's not even working perfectly out here. We're about to get a signal for a tsunami. Yeah, we're not sure what the government is doing here in California. I mean, it's such a big state and there's so many people. I mean, I know what the court system is doing. I know they're fucking me. But the rest of everybody, it's like out of sight, out of mind. These guys, they don't want the scrutiny. They couldn't handle it if they tried. No one can handle it. No one can handle some barking bitch like that. Nobody can do it. Talking about daddy. Talking about Donnie T, our hero. Our savior. It's like when you meet a Jesus freak and they're asking you to convert. It's impossible to talk to these people in any kind of reasonable way. I mean, yeah, Trump is better than Kamala. Does someone want me to say that? Does someone want me to say that? I don't need to say it. God, everybody knows. Everybody knew. Everybody told us. But that's what it is. Yeah, no one great is working and trying to do these jobs. No one great is trying to do these things. Yeah, and a lot of people who could and who ought to are just barking about it. Like a guy like me. Like, I should be someone important already. Like, I should be giving a fuck about things. I can do stuff. I've been doing stuff. I was a janitor at In-N-Out Burger. I was a manager for In-N-Out Burger as a janitor. I was a janitor manager, all right? The most popular, most well-founded fucking idea, business, with a good reputation. People tell you that company is well fucking run, all right? And I would agree with you. I know how to make a system work. But here I was, working for them and not the state. Trying to do comedy and not working for the state. How did I fuck that one up? Why didn't I care about these issues? How come I wasn't pulled in? It's got the government, they act like a bunch of dicks. They act like the whole California state's acted like a huge asshole my whole life. And yeah, change it. Let me be part of it first. I couldn't smoke weed. That was the issue. That's what I'm mad about. Yeah, I was in high school and I was looking at all these wonderful jobs I could do. All these wonderful, beautiful jobs I could do. And none of them were cool with weed. Which is, look how that turned out, right, guys? Fuck. Yeah, I grew up with medical marijuana all the way into my mid-20s almost. And yeah, did any of the fields light on fire? Anybody know how the weed's doing in this town? Ooh, we're about to have some real good weed in 2 years. Yeah, once the Saudi Arabian family starts growing weed where the Palisades were, yeah, where Blackrock and Monsanto buy up all the land in Altadena and start spraying it with petrochemicals. That'd be excited. That'll get me real fucking high, shit. Again, yeah, it was homeless drug addicts starting all these fires. Sorry about it. Sorry. Yeah, it was the wind. What? Dude, come on. Yeah, the wind makes it not stop. But what starts it? Remember what Smokey said? Do you remember what he said? Only you can prevent forest fires. Yeah, only you. Only you can start them too, all right? Anyway, we're going to keep rolling. This is we're going to have the guy, he's going to basically say the same thing as I just said, but in a better way. Hey guys, it's Adam Corolla. It's Adam Corolla. You hear me? It's Adam. What is it? Come on, Adam, get out there. Come on. Work.
Now, you've all heard about the Malibu fire and the Pacific Palisades fire and the Santa Monica and Pasadena. On a happy note, I guess all the Winnebagos that were parked up and down PCH where they're cooking meth out of, those things surely are gone. They'll be the first ones back. The comedy is the guys who lost their $20 million homes on the ocean side of PCH will be knee-deep in the permit process. They will be trying to pull permits when the guys in the Winnebagos will have been back for months before those guys ever get a permit. The people who live in Malibu, who live in Santa Monica, who live in the Palisades, those are some of the most progressive blue voters in the world or in the United States. They are a bastion of blue. These pussies are all sitting around crying about Karen Bass, water pressure, how come the forest wasn't cleared of all the brush, what's happening with the infrastructure. You guys all voted for Karen Bass, the mayor of Los Angeles. You all voted for Gavin Newsom. And now you fucking get what you get. Oh, now that your house is on fire, well, now you're thinking about something else. You didn't give a shit about what was going on when other people's houses were on fire, but now you care. So here's what's going to happen. All these people who were deep blue Democrats are now going to have to pull a permit to rebuild. And they're going to get the 28-year-old bitch from the Coastal Commission telling them to go fuck off. And then they're going to vote for Trump or whoever's Trumpian next. You see, they're going to get turned. They're going to get turned hard because, as I've always said, live in the rent control apartment in Santa Monica, fine, good. We know how you vote. Go deal with the city. Try to pull a permit. These are going to be thousands of homes, super wealthy people, and these people don't want to live in Van Nuys. They like it where they are. They love Malibu. They love the Palisades. They love Santa Monica. There's going to be a whole bunch of rich people, and they're going to go, I'm rebuilding, and I want to rebuild as fast as I can. And between the part where they go in to the planning commission and plan check and initially and try to pull a permit to the time the first load of lumber, the first load of 2x4s is dropped off on their lot where their house formerly stood, it's going to be 3 years.
Adam Corolla, everybody, the most likable man in show business with the best take of them all. You get what you get, and the permit stuff. Yeah, he's in construction, right? Is that his whole thing? That's his whole thing, right? That's incredible. Holy shit. Yeah, yeah. If we voted blue, we deserve our house to go up? No. We deserve to wait for a permit. That's the bit. Okay. Adam Corolla, he's a genius. He's a man of the people. He's a real working guy, person. Yeah. I'll tell you a story. I work as a process server occasionally. Got my own business, and I mean own business. I mean it's me, and I'm making zero money from comedy. So I've decided to ruin other people's lives, and I had to serve Adam Corolla personally. I had to serve him in his office. He has an office in Century Park Ave, and it's an amazing place. It's like you walk in and it's like a cigar lounge in front, and there's a bunch of creative spaces in the back, and I had the papers there, and they told me to fuck the fuck off. Yeah, here I am, the man, getting what I get, right? Why am I not on fire right now, Adam? Put me ablaze. Get me hot. Get me going. I'll never appeal for a permit in my life the way this shit's going. Yeah, this is it, man. This is the dividing lines, right? Republican versus Democrat. Political alignment. Only way to see it. Yeah, you shouldn't look at this horrible tragedy and look for some kind of meaning about, the value of human life and how, your earthly possessions don't define who you are, and maybe you should have packed a go bag and put all your valuables in one place that was easily transportable. But it's not how you need to see this. You need to see it versus you and the government. Okay, the government versus you. Only way to see it. Only way to do it. Yeah. PVR, man. Poor versus rich, right? This is another huge problem about issues like this. Is that I'm a poor person, right? I fucked up my whole life. I never did anything. My family fucked it all up. We ruined everything. I'm a loser, big huge loser. And I hear about these rich people's houses burning down, and maybe I don't care that much. Maybe I go good. I mean, yeah, eat the rich, but first cook them. Okay, if we want to eat them, gotta cook them. Gotta get them, barbecue the rich. How about that? Anyone got a sauce for the rich? This is the thing. They're not even the rich people that we need to be mad at. They're not rich enough. This is the thing. Maybe Adam Corolla is really proving a point with this permit nonsense. They can't push through the red tape. They can't. They don't got the bucks for it. They're gonna meet some 20-year-old bitch. Is that what he called her? Don't call any 20-year-old girl a bitch, man. Not right. And they're gonna get fucked. They're gonna get fucked, and they're not gonna be able to pivot and swirl around. Yeah, they're just guys. They're just regular old people who happen to get a bunch of money. Yeah, don't worry. It's a local issue, guys. I mean, Adam, I don't even know why you're seeing this politically. I don't even know how you got there with that. Our red versus blue. Look, I mean, how did the Republicans handle these disasters? How do they handle them? Texas, North Carolina. You think they're fucking killing it too? No, man, they're fucking it up just as bad as us. Doesn't matter if you're blue or red. What matters is how much money you have. Wake up. You're a rich guy. You got a beautiful office in Century Park, but you need the depths of richness. Figure out who you're really fucking against, bud. You're so old. Adam's so old. Give up. You're done. Make it. Look, you evacuated your house. You cut ties. Yeah, he's the one getting fucked too, man. He's the guy we're talking about. Yeah, he's not the problem. Okay, obviously the billionaires who paid the homeless drug addicts to start these fires, they're the problem. Yeah, why are we mad at the RV meth dens? Okay, why are we mad at them? They're providing a service. They're entrepreneurs. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, it's all fucked. George Carlin. We bring him up top because he's fucking said everything. Every one of these podcasts should start off with a fucking George Carlin bit. I swear to God. Because man, the poor are there to scare the middle class. And I'm sorry, bud, but your little $100 million you got, bud. Guess who you are? You're right in the middle. There ain't nobody else, man. You the middle guy. Thank you for fighting. Thank you for fighting for us, Adam. Yeah, that's another thing to talk about is the insurance companies. I don't have a video for that particularly. I mean, what are you supposed to say? I mean, does anyone understand the insurance business? I mean, we've talked about it before with the United Healthcare. It's kind of a fucking mess. It's maybe an undoable situation here, because some people are never supposed to use the insurance policy, right? You have the insurance policy, a bunch of people pay for it, and only like 2 or 3 of them use it a year, and that makes sense. All right, but with the fire insurance in California, yeah, those numbers don't add up, especially with all these inflated, insane housing prices. Yeah, gosh, it's embarrassing. It's a unsustainable business model. Okay, I mean, how do you insure a house with a Funko Pop collection? All right, that has to be worth so much money. Yeah, if you had a Funko Pop in your house when it burned down, maybe it was for the best. Maybe you'll realize that those aren't fucking cool, man. Beanie Babies. Yeah, this is it's embarrassing. Yeah, man. Like, look, if you lost all your photos in your house, right? You didn't already digitize your whole photo collection. I mean, maybe you deserve to burn. Look. Nobody deserves their house to burn down because they voted a certain way. All right? Truthfully. Nobody deserves that. If we have a government, they should keep your house safe, no matter what other little feelings they have. But if you had a Funko Pop collection in your house, if you didn't digitize all your photos, maybe you were asking for it. Maybe you were like begging for something horrible to happen to you in some kind of cosmic way. God set these fires. No one think about that? God is supposed to do that shit. Yeah, it's hard to have faith in a time like this. Yeah, man, and just speaking from someone who grew up in California, hearing about all these people, losing their houses and losing their lives, and never, didn't have a bag with all their important stuff, had stuff they valued. Look, man, I lived real close to Lake Arrowhead when that thing burned down, that big mountain with the burn that they had, and I saw the whole mountain on fire. Right, I'm like a kid. I saw this whole fucking blaze. And then I realized that this could happen to anywhere in California. They knew that back then too. And at that moment, I realized that I will never own anything of value. That's the day I became a communist. My stuff won't burn. All our stuff will burn. If everybody owns everything, then I can't lose anything. That's my deep belief. It's deep. It's real deep. Yeah, not sure who to blame about all these fires. Oh, wait, hold on. I figured it out. Gay people. Let's play it.
You want to see somebody that responds to your house, your emergency, whether it's a medical call or a fire call, that looks like you. It gives that person a little bit more ease, knowing that somebody might understand their situation better. Is she strong enough to do this? Or, you couldn't carry my husband out of a fire. Which my response is, he got himself in the wrong place if I have to carry him out of a fire.
Now that's what we call a D.E.I. fire. Yeah, it's combustible race theory, guys. I mean, look. Firehouses are one big circle jerk, okay? And most of the time, the boys, they're using their own jizz to put out a house fire. Okay? I mean, yeah, who's stupid enough to go into a burning building and try and save a 240-pound opiate addict in a loveless marriage? Okay? Not this lesbian. Not this lesbo. This pyro lesbo. Yeah, look, I mean, technically, dude, if you do die in a fire, you were in the wrong place. And that's just a fact. That's just, what are you going to do about that, man? Yeah, blame the gay people for this. Finally, an issue where we can blame gay people entirely. It is a little crazy that all of Los Angeles's people in charge of the fire department are lesbians. That is odd. I will say that's not what they would call the norm. But I guess that's the point, right? Lesbians. This is not the time to be a lesbian and let this thing happen, okay? I mean, I know a fire was gonna start anytime, but couldn't you just have a guy in there to blame? Couldn't you just have a guy just in the leadership just to push all the blame on him? Come on, women. Yeah, women don't even know about scapegoats. That's how little they've done in business. Okay, they've been in the game for the last fucking 65 years, and they don't even know how to set up a patsy yet. Come on, lesbians. This is not what you needed. This is not what you needed for the brand. A lot of. It's not your fault. It's not your fault, sweetheart. It's not your fault. It's not your fault, babe. You look good. You're looking hot. Yeah. Are we gonna talk about look? Just blaming the gays. It's easy. It's fun. It's easy and fun. Is it truthful? Is it helpful? No. But in a time like this, if we have an opportunity to blame gay people for anything, we're gonna have to take it. Okay, let us have something. Let us have it. Our city is burning down. Okay, let us make fun of gay people just once. It's been so long. It's been so long where it's been fucked up to make fun of gay people. Okay, let's just have this. It almost makes sense. It almost makes sense this time. Okay, I just want to do it. I just want to do it. Yeah, only 5% of women are firefighters in California. That statistic didn't really make sense how I said it. No, of all firefighters, only 5% are women. And does that not make sense to anybody? Does that not make sense to anybody? Anybody tell me why that doesn't make sense? I have not heard that opinion, actually. Is it wrong? I don't know. I mean, look, again, I was part of a very well-run organization for 8 years. Okay, I worked for In-N-Out Burger, California Legend. You know me, actually. I'm super famous in the business. Pretty good at it. Was pretty good. And look, in that job, yes, there were things that men could far more easily do than women. Okay, these guys, they peel potatoes. I peeled a lot of potatoes. I peeled probably millions of potatoes. Seriously, not a joke. Millions. And yeah, dudes typically did that job because you needed to lift a heavy sack. You needed to lift up the heavy sack a lot of times. And the boys did it. And yes, sometimes women did it too. But if they did do it, it was, a couple times a week, and they were buff. Those women really had it. Not a lot of women could lift that much. And maybe the women who work for the fire department are like the women that I knew who lifted sacks of potatoes. But this is the thing. We're all supposed to be part of a team. Okay, that's what In-N-Out's about. It's about teamwork. Fire department, they invented teamwork, right? That's why we started teaming up in the first place. Number 1, to murder things to eat. And then 2, to stop fires. The genesis of human cooperation. Beautiful. And yeah, you can have women in charge of stuff. Yeah, I mean, look, lesbians in charge of something. I'm not afraid of a lesbian. No, lesbian. Let the lesbian lead. Leader lesbians. Anyone heard about that yet? Leader lesbians. They don't have the lipstick. They got lead. Okay, they have a strap on. They all have a strap on. What am I saying? Let's just make it about sex. Let's make the whole thing about. Let's make this whole podcast about sex. From now on, rose-colored sexist. Makes me laugh. What is it all about? Yeah, it's just you can be a man, you can be a woman, all right? But you have to have the same mission. Okay? Yes, there are if you start scrolling on Instagram, you're going to see a lot of stuff said about these ladies, these 3 ladies, that lady specifically cuz look, that video it's pretty shameful. Okay, that doesn't look good. I mean, understand that it was a promotion for the 911 TV show that they were working in conjunction. That's actually a Hollywood base. That's for the Hollywood market. That little promo advert cross marketing, whatever they're doing. Obviously for a very specific audience. And now that audience's house has burned down, maybe it's time to pivot. Maybe it's time to, look, we're headed for a real burly fire chief real soon, okay? Yeah, make him black because he's covered in ash from fighting fires all day. He's probably going to be a former prisoner because of all the experience they have. Again, he'd be black. Okay, not funny. What are we doing? Make fun of lesbians again, Kyle. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, with the men and women stuff, look, we all have to have the same mission. We all have our roles. We all have our roles to play. Lesbians can be leaders, 100%. But, what's the main mission? Stop, prevent fires. Stop and prevent fires. We need to focus on that, okay? And I hear from the reels that they had some specific statements and job titles that weren't, their title wasn't Supreme Fire Stopper, okay? it was like leader of diversity acquisitor, or fire chief. What does chief even mean? For some reason, chief, I can only think of Indians. There has to be some other more profound meaning to that. Where producer? I need my Dalmatian. My Dalmatian has been missing in action for these fires. He's been busy actually. He has PTSD and he refuses to go and perform his duties. Come here. Come on. He's gonna get in the camera. I moved my whole apartment around, so now he's on the bed. It's really scary for him. Come on. Okay. You hear him whine? He's so particular. Come on, come here. No? Okay. He's done. I'm not even doing anything to him, and he's whining like that. Yeah, he's afraid of fire. This dog. That's why he's living with me. Okay, he couldn't perform his duties anymore. Yeah, we're all in a lot of trouble in this town. I mean, the fact that I can even still, record a podcast is embarrassing. These fires should have killed me and ruined my plans and ruined the things I enjoy. And the fact that it hasn't really shows, how pathetic our society and world has become. That wasn't how I wanted to end the podcast, but that's how I'm going to do it. So, fuck it. Don't die. Just stay not on fire. Bring some water around you. Get some water. Yeah, and every little emergency, photo I see, like when it tells you what to pack. Yeah, they always say phone charger. This is the future. Yeah, if you pack anything, bring a phone charger. This is the modern America. It's all gonna be on fire, but you're gonna have your phone, so don't worry about it. Yeah, this is the end of the podcast. Just turn it off already. You're supposed to have subscribed or followed. I know I don't post this anywhere other than YouTube and a minute at a time on my Instagram, and that's no way to start a real business and podcast. But that's what we're doing. I mean, look, I'm about to ignite, so don't even worry about it.